Story 1. Retail of the Damned. My wife Emma and I always enjoyed exploring unconventional places, seeking adventure in the mundane. Little did we know that our quest for excitement would lead us to the most unlikely of nightmares, an ordinary Walmart, or so we thought. Our casual stroll through the automatic sliding doors would soon transform into a descent into the retail abyss. As we entered, the air inside felt different, a subtle chill that prickled the skin. The usual hum of fluorescent lights was replaced by an eerie silence, broken only by the faint echo of distant footsteps. A foreboding heaviness hung in the air, casting shadows that danced with unnatural vigor. We dismissed the strange ambiance, attributing it to an overactive imagination. The store seemed normal at first glance, aisles neatly stacked with products, familiar logos adorning the shelves. Our aim was simple, to grab a few essentials and leave. However, the retail behemoth had other plans for us. Navigating through the labyrinth of aisles, a disquieting sensation clung to us like a phantom presence. As we reached the electronics section, the flickering screens of countless TVs illuminated the otherwise dim surroundings. A peculiar static buzz emanated from the displays, forming an unsettling symphony that echoed through the department. Suddenly, the screens synchronized, displaying a distorted image of a figure, a spectral Walmart employee with vacant eyes and a twisted smile. The unnerving grin seemed to mock us, a harbinger of the retail horror that awaited. The TVs returned to their regular programming as if nothing had happened, leaving us bewildered. Attempting to shake off the unease, we continued our journey. The aisles stretched endlessly, shelves stocked with items that seemed almost too pristine. It was as if the products were mere placeholders, concealing a more sinister inventory lurking behind the facade of consumer normalcy. Our attention turned to the grocery section, where the fluorescent lights flickered like dying stars. The hum of malfunctioning freezers added an eerie undertone to the disconcerting atmosphere. As we approached the dairy aisle, the temperature plummeted, our breath forming ghostly clouds in the frigid air. A distant whisper echoed through the chilladizely, a haunting murmur that defied explanation. The dairy products on the shelves seemed to bear witness to a spectral congregation, an ethereal gathering that transcended the boundaries between the living and the otherworldly. As we gazed upon the shelves, a disquieting realization dawned. The expiration dates on the products were non-existent, a testament to the timeless nature of the retail purgatory. Despite the growing unease, we pressed on, our curiosity outpacing our trepidation. The aisles became a disorienting maze, the architecture seemingly warping to confound our sense of direction. The layout that once felt familiar had morphed into a retail labyrinth, a testament to the haunting nature of the Walmart's otherworldly design. The flickering lights cast elongated shadows that seemed to stretch and contort, taking on grotesque forms. The once mundane aisles transformed into haunting corridors, each step resonating with the dissonant hum of the retail abyss. It was as if the store itself had become a living entity, guiding us deeper into its haunted embrace. As we approached the checkout area, the registers came to life with a discordant symphony of beeps and static. The conveyor belts began to move, carrying phantom items with invisible hands. The disembodied voice of a cashier announced an otherworldly total, a price paid not in currency, but in the currency of the paranormal. Attempting to flee the surreal nightmare, we retraced our steps, only to find the aisles rearranging themselves like a malevolent puzzle. The exit, once within reach, now eluded us like a mirage. Panic set in as the haunting realization took hold. Escape from the retail purgatory seemed impossible. A flicker of movement caught our attention. A procession of spectral shopping carts, gliding with an otherworldly grace. The phantom carts moved autonomously, their wheels emitting an eerie squeak, that echoed through the haunted Walmart. We watched in horror as the spectral procession converged, forming a silent congregation that encircled us. As the phantom carts closed in, their ethereal wheels grinding against the linoleum floor, the haunting murmurs grew louder. The spirits of disgruntled shoppers seemed to materialize, their ghostly forms draped in tattered Walmart uniforms. Their eyes, hollow and accusatory, bore witness to the eternal torment of the retail purgatory. A cacophony of disembodied voices filled the air, an anguished chorus of retail grievances that transcended the boundaries of the living. The phantom shoppers surrounded us, their spectral forms reaching out with translucent hands, a desperate plea for acknowledgement from the living. In that haunted moment, we understood the true nature of the retail purgatory. The Walmart, once a bastion of consumerism, had become a spectral realm where the souls of disgruntled shoppers were trapped for eternity. Our presence had disrupted the delicate balance between the living and the otherworldly, plunging us into the heart of the retail abyss. With a collective wail, the phantom shoppers closed in, their translucent forms merging with the shadows. As their spectral hands reached out to grasp us, we felt an otherworldly force pulling us into the depths of the retail purgatory. The haunting symphony of the haunted Walmart echoed in our ears as we succumbed to the inexorable embrace of the retail abyss. In that eternal moment, the boundaries between the living and the otherworldly dissolved. The Walmart, a retail behemoth turned spectral realm, claimed us as its own, a haunting reminder that even in the most mundane places, the paranormal can lurk, waiting to ensnare those who dare to tread into the retail abyss. Story 2: Retail's Descent. As the night manager at Walmart, I had grown accustomed to handling the quirks of late-night customers. However, nothing in my retail experience could have prepared me for the night when the boundaries between the ordinary and the horrifying blurred, a night when a seemingly innocuous couple would become the harbingers of an otherworldly retail nightmare. It was a typical graveyard shift, the low hum of fluorescent lights casting an eerie glow over the vast expanse of the store. The aisles, once bustling with shoppers, now stood silent, their shelves neatly arranged with products awaiting the dawn rush. Little did I know that the tranquility of the night would soon be shattered by an encounter with the macabre. As the clock ticked past midnight, a couple entered the store. Their presence was unremarkable at first glance. A man and a woman, both dressed in worn-out clothes that seemed out of place in the sterile environment of Walmart. The woman's eyes, however, held a disquieting intensity, as if harboring a secret that defied the realm of the mundane. They moved through the aisles, their footsteps echoing in the empty expanse. As the night manager, it was my duty to keep an eye on customers, ensuring a seamless shopping experience. Little did I know that this couple's shopping list extended beyond the mundane products lining the shelves. The woman, her gaze fixed on me, approached the customer service desk. Her eyes, an unsettling shade of gray, seemed to pierce through the veneer of normalcy. With a voice that resonated with an otherworldly cadence, she inquired about a product that I knew didn't exist in our inventory, a product that seemed to transcend the boundaries of retail reality. As I attempted to navigate the bizarre request, the man stood beside her, his stoic expression betraying nothing. The woman's gaze never wavered, and her words took on a haunting quality, weaving a tale of an item that defied the laws of retail physics, a product that held the key to a realm beyond the ordinary. My attempts to explain the impossibility of her request were met with a disconcerting smile. The woman's lips curled into a grin that seemed to stretch unnaturally, revealing teeth that glistened in the artificial light. The man, his silence unnerving, stood like a spectral guardian beside her. With a sudden urgency, The woman insisted on retrieving the elusive product from the back room. As the night manager, I hesitated, knowing that no such product existed in our inventory. However, the relentless determination in her gaze left me with no choice but to comply. The couple followed me to the dimly lit back room, their presence casting shadows that seemed to dance with an otherworldly energy. The air in the confined space felt dense, as if harboring a secret that defied the logic of the retail realm. As I reached for the door, the woman's hand rested on my shoulder with a cold, otherworldly touch. As the door creaked open, the back room revealed itself as a labyrinth of towering shelves and dimly lit corners. The couple moved with an uncanny familiarity, their eyes scanning the shelves with an otherworldly knowledge. I, on the other hand, felt like a reluctant guide navigating the depths of a retail abyss. The woman's gaze fixated on a dusty box tucked away in a forgotten corner, a box that seemed to emit an unnatural hum. With a sense of foreboding, I retrieved the box and handed it to her. The woman's eyes gleamed with an unsettling satisfaction as she cradled the mysterious item in her hands. With a gesture that seemed to defy the laws of physics, the woman opened the box. Within its confines lay a swirling void, a portal to a dimension that transcended the limits of retail reality. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy as the couple, their forms flickering like shadows, stepped into the abyss. In the blink of an eye, the back room returned to its mundane state, the mysterious box now just an ordinary container devoid of its unearthly contents. The reality of what I had just witnessed hung in the air, an encounter with customers who had breached the boundaries between the ordinary and the paranormal. As I emerged from the back room, the empty store seemed to resonate with the echoes of the couple's otherworldly departure. The fluorescent lights flickered, casting surreal shadows that whispered of a retail nightmare that defied explanation. The aisles, once neatly arranged, now seemed like a maze that concealed secrets beyond the realm of retail reality. The night continued, but the encounter lingered in my consciousness like a haunting specter. The customers who entered after the mysterious couple seemed oblivious to the retail anomaly that had transpired. I, however, couldn't shake the feeling that the boundaries between the ordinary and the macabre had been irreversibly altered. As the first rays of dawn bathed the store in a pallid light, I reflected on the night's events. The encounter with the enigmatic couple had left an indelible mark on my perception of retail reality. The back room, once a mundane space, had become a portal to a dimension that defied the laws of retail physics. The mysterious box, now tucked away on a dusty shelf, seemed to hum with an otherworldly energy. The couple's haunting words echoed in my mind, a reminder that the retail realm harbors secrets that transcend the boundaries of the ordinary. As the day shift employees arrived, their cheerful greetings and obliviousness to the night's events seemed almost surreal. I, however, couldn't shake the feeling that the retail abyss, once glimpsed, could never be unseen. The encounter with the horrifying couple had left me with a profound understanding. The boundaries between the ordinary and the paranormal were as thin as the flickering lights that illuminated the aisles of Walmart.